Hey, what's up? I've talked about this in the past, but I really want to hammer it home, right? Take a look at these little steps right here, right? You do SEO, this is a channel about SEO, right? Let's say up here in the final step of the stair is your end goal. Either making money or ranking number one, but ranking your site number one, whether that's a local site, an affiliate site, your e-com site, whatever it is, right? The goal should be always to make money, right? Because if you want to rank number one, it's most likely because you want to make money, right? The steps to ranking your site number one are extensive, right? SEO is an extensive and a process that takes a long time. If you run ads, of course, you'll be in this position in a couple of seconds, but then you got to figure out if the ROI is there, right? If your cost for acquiring a customer is less than the money that customer will make you throughout his lifetime, right? And again, to reach the top, you got to figure out, this is going to be just some broad overview of this, right? Figure out your brand, figure out the keywords you want to rank for, figuring out the blog posts, get the images, get the links, there's a lot of steps you need to take on to reach number one, and that's not even certain if you're going to make it, right? Because depending on the niche, niches are highly competitive, right? So it's hard to be to get to that number one position. Then you got to build links. There's so much on this channel, on this YouTube channel. You get like 200 videos and there's like 5 hours, local SEO course, a 2-hour programmatic SEO course, another 2-hour A to Z SEO course where I break down every single step, right? Every single one of these steps, and there are more, right? Every single one of these steps that you should take, or that I took to rank my sites number one, that should help you out a lot, right? And the reality is that things are changing, right? Google is changing, and the way humans are communicating and searching for things online are changing. And you probably might have noticed where this is going, right? I'm going to talk about AI, right? And people don't often like to talk about AI because they think that AI is not going to change. AI is going to change things, and it's changing how things work. If you watch my past 3 videos, they don't have many views, but they're quite important because people and the way we consume information is changing, right? And the reality is that AI content is here to stay, right? Because at the end of the day, if your AI content is valuable to a user's search intent, Google is going to give people that content, right? It's a matter of, is the content valuable? It's not a matter of who or what wrote it, right? If the content is valuable enough for a user's search, right? If they search for something and you're able to give them content, whether that's AI or not, Google will value that. Whether that's video, whether that's audio, whether that's a block of text, Google is still going to value that. And a lot of people think, and I talked about this in my previous video, a lot of people think that written SEO, right, writing blog posts and having blog posts rank is going to go away because people search on TikTok, search on YouTube, and consume video content. Even though video content is heavily consumed and people consume more and more video content, the reality is that written content is never going to go away, right? People will still read stuff, right? Don't think for a second that because TikTok is immensely popular, because Google has been doing a partnership with TikTok, and I can talk about this more later on, don't think that because people are consuming a lot of video content that written is going away. People are never going to stop reading, right? And if people are never going to stop reading, people are never going to stop writing, right? And if people write, users need to be able to find what those people wrote, right? That's why search engines like Google, Bing, and etc. still have on their search results written SEO, written content, right? Of course, for some search results, there's only video, right? Because how to tie a tie. You don't want to read a blog post on how to tie a tie. You want to watch the video, right? Because they'll show you exactly how to do it, right? Or how high is the Eiffel Tower, right? There's no need for a super detailed blog post on how high is the Eiffel Tower. They just give you the answer right off the bat, right? Or a calculator, right? All these, they call them number 0 searches, the things that appear up top, right? Essentially on a box on Google, are and have been stealing traffic away from sites for ages now, right? But still, there are niches and there are keywords and topics that you still need, and you're always going to need blog posts or written content to it. And again, that's why written SEO is never going away, right? Even though video SEO is very popular or video consumption is very popular, written stuff is never going to go away, right? That's the first part of this video. And now that we have AI, the reality is that if you leverage AI tools to help you produce written content, and again, AI tools apply to video content. For example, there's AI tools that allow you to translate your voice, and now I'm talking in English, that allow you to translate to Portuguese, Spanish, Indian, and spread out my content to all these markets with AI. So AI is very powerful, right? Again, with video, and I'm going to try and rank this video on YouTube, let's say, right? I would use AI to translate this video to Portuguese to rank it on the Portuguese version of YouTube, right? So that's a way of leveraging AI for video SEO. And you can do the same for written SEO, and you should, right? Because if you're not doing it, the competition will. That's just the reality, right? And I have a couple of case studies here of actual notable businesses using AI written posts, of course, human proofread and human edited, to rank them on Google, right? Because again, if the content is valuable for the user's search intent, Google is going to show it, right? Of course, ChatGPT content is not really going to rank, right? Because doesn't tend to be very valuable. Of course, in niches that are less popular and maybe in niches that don't have enough content or good enough content written by humans, maybe AI content can win. And maybe in international markets, maybe in the Portuguese market or Spanish, Turkish, all these other international language markets, AI content might have a better chance to succeed and rank because there's not enough supply for the demand that is out there, if that makes sense, right? And so, with that being said, if you're not leveraging AI, again, you're gonna get left behind because your competitors are using AI, right? And AI is just literally a tool. Let's say this is a tool, right? AI is a tool, right? AI is a tool that allows you to go further, faster, right? All these steps that you previously used to do manually, now you can skip ahead with AI. Of course, again, AI is not going to rank you first in most times, but it can get you all the way up here, right? This is just an analogy, right? Why? Because with AI, you can just have a blog post up, right? Have the AI get the featured image, have the AI write the content, have the AI figure out the best place to put internal links to other blog posts of yours, right? Have the AI find better place to post external links to authoritative sources, right? Get in-article images, get videos, all this that you've previously had to do manually or hire someone to do for you. Now you get AI, this tool, to do it for you. And you probably know where this is going, right? I own this tool called Journalist, and you can use this one, you can use whichever other you want, but I just want to show you how the articles look here when you generate them, right? So this is an article for the gardening niche, right? Just show you what this is, right? It gives you a featured image, a proper title, a table of contents, internal links, external links, tables, right? In-article images, it gives you bullets. It gives you also in-article videos, right? It reads the article and figures out, okay, this article is about gardening, so I'm going to look for a video about gardening in this specific topic, right? It gives you all this, right? Links, calls to actions to your products. Maybe you're running a Shopify store and you want to build out articles for your blog, right? You can have it so the AI will generate articles based on your products, on the products on your store, right? And then have internal links and calls to action for people to buy the products on your store, right? You can, of course, post this manually one by one, or you can just post them all at once, or you can set up an auto blog, which I won't go over right now, but put it simply, autoblog is essentially you connect Journalist with either WordPress. Let me just check here. You can connect it with integrations. You can connect it with, real quick here, WordPress, I think, Shopify, Ghost, Wix, Webflow, Bloggers. There's a bunch of these integrations you can do. And if you set up an auto blog, Journalist, essentially this AI right here, will generate the content, right? Generate and also publish it based on the frequency you want it to, right? Maybe weekly, monthly, daily posts to your blog, whether that's WordPress, Wix, Shopify, whatever, right? So if you don't want to have the work to actually go out and generate and publish them manually, you can do it automatically. But my whole point here is that previously it would take you a lot of time and effort to get these done, right? Figure out what better images to put here, figure out where to build out some words, where to put internal links, maybe to link to your products or to link to other articles you've written, right? AI now does this all for you, right? And again, this won't get you up here, right? So a mess right now, but it'll give you an advantage over all these people that are doing it manually, right? People that are trying to figure out what to write about, what other articles they've written in the past that they should interlink to, maybe what links they should external link to, what videos they should include in the articles, what images they should include in the articles, figuring out which images, saving them to their desktop, putting them on the article. All this takes so much time and effort, right? And if you have a tool like AI that we have right now at the moment, you should leverage it. Again, not just because I have this product that's great, but because if you're not doing it, someone else will, right? Take a look at this, right? This previously used to take you a lot of time and effort, and now it's not effortlessly, but it saves you so much time, right? So yeah, I just wanted to speak on that because I think it's important that we don't, for SEO, we don't completely discard AI, right? Because there's this trend that says AI generated content isn't great, it will never rank first on Google. And yes and no, right? Again, it depends. If you're just copying bland ChatGPT content, most likely not, right? But if the content is actually valuable, for example, like this piece of content, which of course you should proofread, you should edit, you should change things as you wish, right? These types of content can rank on Google. And of course, if you're targeting international markets, which are much less competitive, this content might be better than what's already out there that was humanly written, right? Hopefully this makes sense. Also, by the way, there's a bunch of ways in which you can generate content here, giving it just a URL and a description, choosing over 150 languages, giving it titles, giving it keywords, or if you want to go a bit more advanced, you can just create a preset here. And there's these 7 steps, which I won't go over. If you want to have any questions, let me know, but you can just, there's so much things you can do here, right? You can choose the levels of creativity, the tone of voice to match your brand. You can have custom calls to action, custom internal links, automatic external links. So we'll read through the article and scrape the internet for relevant links in your niche and language. Images with stock photo images, Google images, or your own images if you'd like. Automatic videos, automatic featured image, all this. And on top of that, you can even connect your brand, right? If you can go here and create a brand, create new brand. So let me just go to this one, create this brand right here. I can upload assets to my brand, whether that's a text document, a YouTube video. And what it does here is I'm essentially, let's say this is my brand right here that has my YouTube channel, my Twitter, my website, right? All my socials, and it knows, right? This brand is the way I communicate across, right? Either me as a personal brand or a Shopify brand or an e-commerce brand or a SaaS company, right? The brand, your brand is who it, as an identity, right? Who the brand is, how it communicates, the images, the tone of voice, what it knows, right? And if you can connect it to Journalist, which is this little software right here, right? By creating a brand here and adding your own assets, what it does is the content that's going to put out, the output of the content is going to be essentially tailored to your brand. So the blog posts you just saw before with the videos, the images, the external links, internal links, all this are going to be even more tailored to your brand because they're going to speak like your brand, because Journalist is now connected to your brand and to its assets. It knows so much about your brand. So it's as if you as a brand owner would be producing content to your blog, right? Because by connecting Journalist or by connecting your brand and assets to Journalist, Journalist is the little software I was showing you. Journalist knows as much as you about your brand, right? Because it looked at all the pages on your site, at your socials, how you communicate, what you say, what you don't say, right? And you can tailor these blog posts even more. So they're even more valuable to the consumers, right? So again, don't think about AI as this tool that's never going to be valuable. Think about this as a tool that is valuable, right? Not to get you to number one, but to skip a couple of, not to skip, but to fast track a lot of these steps that previously were tedious and it took so much time. And if you can save time and save money by not hiring a copywriter, not spending all this time doing these things that take so much time, you should, right? You should leverage AI. And yeah, that's about it. If you do want to try it out, we're currently running like a 50% discount, I think, on yearly plans. So if you want to try it out, go ahead. If not, no worries. But just my goal here with this is just to have you think about AI as a tool, right? As a tool you can, like for example, as this wrench, right, which you can take and leverage, right? If you know how to use it, you can go far, right? If you don't, it's going to be hard. But yeah, that's it. That's the video. Let me know what you think about these ones. Quite long, but hopefully you like this one. Yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.